at the stream. That's me. Here we are, guys. How are we? It's Friday afternoon in downtown Melbourne. And it looks like I'm doing a lonesome, ATM, at the moment. But I've had a big day. I've had a lovely, I've had a couple of lovely conversations, this afternoon with, my mate, Pete, and but about the last, hour or so, I've been speaking to, the Lux Report, about, you know, um, about a topic which is both dear, to our heart, and that's, Archie Luxury, and what's, happened this week with Archie Luxury. And I'll tell you what, fellas, from what I've seen, I'm not overly impressed. And to me, it's been, it's been, to cut a long story short, it's been hurtful. Where I've seen, a man who I respect, who has, shown some sort of, colours which is not particularly manly. And I really, haven't appreciated, that. I really haven't appreciated that. Anyway, we've got a live stream going tonight on Titanium, and I've just spoken to a couple of colleagues, and I thought I've jumped in first. G'day, Shano. How are you, mate? A very loyal follower of Titanium, with Shano, and but this stage of events, mate, before we, extend any great, invitation to everyone, Sutherland's going to have a little bit of a rage, a little bit of a rave about things in life, and went out today with my mate Pete, my very dear mate Pete, and had a nice feed. Pete went for the, what was it? What's it called? The meal of the day or something. Pete had roast pork, roast pork and veggies, looked beautiful, and I had a bit of calamari, and we had a couple of, supersized wines with each other, and 48, beers before we left, and, and we came back here and we watched a few videos. We're watching Bangkok Pat. We're watching Bangkok Pat's videos. And I've got a lot of time for that bloke. He knows plenty about Thailand, and then I was speaking to the Lux Report, excuse me. I was speaking to Lux, speaking to the Lux Report about a few things that are close to both of our hearts, and after about an hour and a half, maybe a couple of hours of conversation, we had a lovely conversation with Lux Report, but we really didn't come to any great conclusions. Yes, my two, Bart. It's a rant. Yeah, it's a rant, but there won't be any swear words, and we won't be any flashing any porn, and this is going to be Suckle at his finest tonight, mate. I'm drinking a bottle. What's this thing called? The Balvenie. Balvenie. That's what it is, guys. Could someone Google that? Could someone hang on? Oh, there. Can someone Google that, please? Because that's what I'm going to try and sort my way through tonight. What's CEIF, Timmy? What's that mean, mate? It's really got me, mate. Was it should be chief, or I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I couldn't help myself. I might really pass out before it's time to go. Yeah. I love Joe. Joe's in there. He's going to keep it under control from the bleachers. I think it's some sort of thing they brew in America. Shano. Some sort of septic fucking thing. Some septic tank. Mr. Collis, thank you for joining us. Mr. Collis is a very respected and well-known follower of this, channel. It's very nice of him. Yeah, Caribbean. It's meant to be a single malt, Shano, but oh God, I said to him, "Oh, can you bring me in a small glass? Look what she's brought in, will you? She brought me in a small glass, all right. But we'll slowly work our way through this tonight, fellas. But I've just gone for a quick piss, and she screamed at me as I walked through the lounge. She said, "You're old. You can't drink like you used to drink before." Yeah, well, maybe she's right. But I'm going to give it a good try. But I'm sorry, to my colleagues and fellow co-owners of this channel, but I've just jumped early. But I've got a little bit of spring in my step tonight, and I'm kicking off. I wish me mate Ray Galt would jump in. I'll see if I can get him. Ray will join me if he's available, I reckon. I've got a lot of time for Ray Galt. He's a very fine man. A very fine bloke. I speak to Ray a couple of times this week, but because of hello, Ray's there. Ray's there on Facebook. I'll give him a fire up. See if he can join me. I'll just message him. Excuse me. Here we go. That'll get him. Oh God! This is the problem. You drink, you can't spell properly. Yes, Timmy, indeed. No, Timmy, look, Ray's a man's man, mate. He's a man's man, look, don't fuck with him. He'll rip your fucking head off from your shoulders up. Like, I've got a lot of time from Ray. I've never known Ray to tell a fib. He's exactly what might do. Timmy, you rub him up the wrong way. You speak straight to Ray. He'll speak straight to you. But to me, Ray Galt is a fine man, and I can't speak highly enough of that bloke. I really can't speak highly enough of him. I've got a lot of time for him. I like him, and one day, whether it's in the near future or down the track, I'm sure we'll catch up for a beer or a drink, or we'll do something or have a food with each other in Thailand. But we'll see what happens. I feel a bit guilty now that I've gone early. I've gone early and I've blown the live stream, and I've just pressed go live. And Ghetto Matt, here's me mate Ghetto Matt. He's been around a long time. Yes, Ghetto. Have you seen the embarrassment which has gone on the Archie Luxury channel this week, mate? Have you seen that? I don't know if you're still following, mate, but oh God, you talk about eating a fucking shit sandwich. It's just fucking tragic. It really is. Oh God. G'day, Luke. How are you, mate? Thanks for joining us. Go D's. Yes, mate. Well, we're up tonight. We're up tonight. I sent out a bit of a request from the DF, the Dead Farang, and I said to him, if you can pop in, come and see us, and he's going to go down and down the line and see his dad for Father's Day, at the moment. So I might be a bit late. He might not be dropping on, but Oh yes, Mr. Collis. I'm pleased you've been watching. Ray's having dinner. He's going to be there in a sec, fellas. So let him have his feed. I'll whip out a quick feed later on and get something in. Or the missus is not happy. I'm drinking fucking scotch. You don't like that. Kimmy reckons, you're a pioneer and a renegade, Suckhorn. You spawned the whole community in part. Spawned the whole community in part. What does that mean? You spawned the whole community in part. I don't know if that's a compliment or is that a bit of criticism. Go the Swans. Fuck the Swans. Hope we eat your fucking head off tonight. Might do, Bart. Go D's. Go Demons. I'm a Melbourne supporter. I've followed Melbourne for 57 fucking years. You know, double premierships. Go D's. Fuck the Swans. You know. Anyway, Joe's a fucking Sydney supporter. You know, good luck to you, Joe. Got a lot of time for me, mate. My two Bart. He's a gentleman. Can't speak highly enough of the bloke. He's got a bit of sporting rivalry, between each other. That's all it is. That's all it is. Ray's it. What's for dinner, Ray? I'm speaking to Ray on Facebook here, and we're going live. I'm drinking this fucking shit, whatever this fucking Yankee shit is, or I'm drinking in a small glass, so it's going down easy. Said Pete. Not Pete's got a presentation tonight. Presentation night for his footy club on tonight, so he won't be in. But that's that's all right. I was watching last week's show. And Pete had Trev on. Oh, Trev was in fine fucking form. Live for Reset Thailand. Zimmy's in looks like he's up in Isan with the girlfriend Zimmy. Waddy Carp. She listening, Zimmy? She listening? It'd be wise if you hung around that little bit of skirt, mate. She sounds like a good chick, Yes, Timmy. I've seen your last comment. You're right, mate. You're right indeed. Yeah. We've had a little bit of embarrassment. We've been a little bit of damage control, this week, gentlemen. On the Archie Luxury channel, my dear mate. Oh, look, here's Pompui. I should have clicked on you earlier, Pompui. I forgot, mate. Look, here's Pompui Falang. Fine young Aussie man, who's suffering a little bit of health issues in life, and you can't but offer the utmost respect to this young man. Well, he's not young, but this man, who's battling against cancer, at the moment, and he's taking his treatment and he's copping it on the chin. And I've got the utmost respect, for yourself at the moment, mate. The utmost respect, for what you're doing. So good on you, Pompui. Good on you, and God bless your son. I hope you get through all this shit and come back bigger and stronger and and happier and and better than what you've ever been ever in your life. Like what a good young bloke. He is. What's he saying? G'day, John. My two Bart, Shado, and chat. Well, listen, in just about to get stuck in this Vietnamese tucker. Go the fuck the Swans. Fuck the Swans. I had a great story about that, about the Swans. What was his name? We're working on the waterfront with each other. Oh, God, he was a Brownlow medalist too. He's a Brownlow medalist. All right, let's see if we can search it. Swans, South Melbourne Brownlow medalist. See, this is what our old age does to you, gentlemen. He's not old, but Google won't be able to do it. South Melbourne. South Melbourne. Oh, God. It's not good when you're pissed trying to fucking spell. Showing results, South Melbourne Brownlow medalists. That's us. Swans, Brownlow history of AFL. The Brownlow medalist wins by the club. Brownlow medal wins by the club. That should do it. Brownlow medalists. Brownlow medalists. Oh, God, that's not going to work. Let's have a look. They haven't had too many. Who was the last Brownlow? The Brownlow. Brownlow medalists, not Melbourne. Oh, God. I'm talking back 30 years ago. Let's see if we can find this, fellas. South Melbourne Brownlow medalist is a search. Right, okay. Swans Rich Brownlow history. You know, Brownlow history. See if this gets a, Swans Rich Brownlow history. We've got Adam Goods, Paul Kelly, Gerald Healy, Greg Williams, Barry Round, Graham Teasdale. I went to school with Graham Teasdale. We went to school, same school. Graham Teasdale. Peter Bedford. There's the name. Pete Bedford. See, that's old. I used to work at Peter Bedford. We worked on the waterfront with each other many years ago. G'day, Pedro. How are you, mate? Anyway, Pete Bedford, we're working at 16 South Wharf. I think we're doing a loader. I think it was a New Zealand loader we're doing. We're sending cargo out of New Zealand. Anyway, Pete Bedford was a teleclerk for me. I was clerk in charge. We're working at 16 Dock here in Melbourne, 16 Victoria Dock. We're at 16 Dock. Anyway, we were short staffed at the time. We're getting agency staff in. I worked for a company called Bridgeford's, and he worked for a company called Patrick's. Anyway, Patrick's had hired out at staff today. And Pete was working underneath the hook. What we called the hook underneath the crane. One of the cranes. So we worked at three hooks, 3 cranes down in front of this ship, this new deal ship down at 16 South Wharf. Pete's come in to me on the first day. He said, "Oh, look, Jono," he said, I've got a footy clinic going down in Geelong, which is about 60, 70 kilometres away, and he said, "Oh, there's more if I whip down to Geelong and, take care of the boys there." I said, "Yeah, no worries, Pete. No worries, Pete." So anyway, Pete Bedford, he's gone down, he's gone down to a, you're talking a Brownlow medalist, best and fairest football player in the Australian Football League, Victorian Football League. Pete's gone. We all idolised him. He was a hero at the stage. Pete's gone down to Geelong and he stayed down there. He's looking after the kids down in Geelong. He's giving them a football clinic down there. And anyway, his boss rings up on this is on the Monday, and he said to me, he's coming to work. And he said, "Can I go down there?" I said, "Yeah, no worries." So Pete's rocketed off and. He said, "Yeah, no worries, Pete." And on the Tuesday, his boss, Captain Varani, from the company he's worked for, Captain Varani's rang up. He said, "Oh, I'd like to speak to Pete, Pete Bedford, I could please, Mr. Suck Orders, is that all right?" I said, "Yeah, no worries, Captain Varani. He's just down, down at the hatch number 4 at the moment." I said, "I'll tell him when he gets in at Smoko, to give you a call." So anyway, Pete's nowhere to be fucking seen, and that's all right. And I said, "Oh, we'll cover him." And anyway, Captain Varani's rung up, at lunchtime, about 3 or 4 hours later. He said, "Oh, Mr. Suckord," he said, "Oh, Pete Bedford had it rung me." He said, "Oh, look, I gave him the message, what can I do?" I said, "I gave him a message, it's up to him to call you." "Yeah, no worries." Haven't heard from Captain Varani. Anyway, the next morning, Captain Varani rings up. He said, "I'd like to speak to, Pete Bedford." I said, "Yeah, no worries." I said, "I'll pass on the message, Captain Varani." And Captain Varani, passes on, hangs up, and I just sit on it, and nothing said. Anyway, Captain Varani's rang up about midday. He said, Mr. Suckord, I haven't heard from Pete Bedford yet." I said, "Yeah, no worries." I said, I passed on the message twice. I said, told him yesterday, I told him today, and and I said, look, I said, "I'm not his fucking master." I said, "If he doesn't want to ring you, he doesn't want to fucking ring you." So anyway, this went on to the Monday, the Tuesday, and the Wednesday, and come the Thursday, Captain Varani, rings up and he says, "Oh, look, Mr. Suckord, I'd like to speak to Pete Bedford." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, look, you've rung up the last 3 days. I was giving him, the message. I said, I'm not his fucking keeper. I said, he's only working under the hook at fucking Hatch 3. He's just a fucking teleclerk at the moment. I said, he's not, he hasn't fucking rung. It's not my fucking problem. He said, oh, Mr. Suckerwood, he said, you read the newspapers? I said, yeah, of course I do. He said, you got the Sun in front of you, the Sun newspaper. I said, yeah. He said, turn to page 57, will you? So I get the newspaper out, turn over to page 57. There's a full page fucking spread in the newspaper that, Peter Bedford's down in Geelong, about 60 kilometres away from Melbourne. He's doing a footy clinic for all the, all the kids in Geelong. Yeah. I thought, oh God, so this is grouse. So I said to Captain Varani, I said, well, what's the fucking problem? I said, we've got the job fucking covered. Everything's all right. I said, Pete's down in fucking Geelong. I said, he's looking after the fucking kids down there. I said, we've got the job fucking covered here. I said, you're not me boss. I said, you can fuck off. I hung up the fucking phone. Anyway, my boss fucking Laurie Ogilvy's fucking rung up. And he's the fucking, the Queen, the Queen of England's fucking second cousin or something. He said, what are you doing, Jono? He said, you just abused fucking Captain Varani. I said, say fucking what? Captain Varani can get fucking, get fucked. I said, he's not me boss, you are. I said, what's the fucking problem? As far as I'm concerned, Pete's down at the fucking third hook, covering the fucking job. And he's down in Geelong helping the fucking kids. All right, he's on page 57 of the newspapers. Who fucking cares? Get fucked. Hang up. Yeah. Nothing was never heard of or said of again. It was grouse. But fucking Captain Varani, he never took me on again after that, Captain fucking Varani. He'd be dead now. I'm not sure if Laurie Ogilvy's still fucking alive. He could be. He'd be well into his fucking 80s or 90s by now. Old Laurie. Lurking Laurie was his fucking name. But we're talking about 30, 40, 50 years ago, gentlemen. But it's a little short little fucking story for you, which I've related many fucking times. But, that's a good one. Pete Bedford, a Brownlow medalist. What a great fucking footballer he was for South Melbourne, Joe. Do you remember him, Joe? Do you remember him, Joe? I love these fucking stories. But it's true. He was a Brownlow medalist for South. God, Pete Bedford. What a fucking class act and a great fucking footballer he was. For South. What a great thing, got a great fucking footballer. Yeah, Pete, I'm on fire. I'm into the whiskey, Pete. I've been, before your time, Joe. All right, no worries, mate. I'm getting to be an old man. We must catch up soon, Joe. Here's me, mate. Yeah, good on you. I've just been gas bagging the Lux Report for the last couple of hours. I've been bleeding my heart out to him. I've got a lot of time for this bloke. He had the best news channel on YouTube that God's ever breathed into, this bloke, the Lux Report. Sad that got pulled down. He was telling the truth too much. And fucking YouTube pulled him down. Yeah. Pete reckons Suckerwood's on fire. Where's Ray? Get on, Ray. We're there for fuck's sake. It's getting hard. What about my batteries? I hope to get to be an old man. Who are you calling a fucking old man, Joe? Who are you calling an old man? An old fucking... Hello. Get along. Pat Peking, huh? Ow.
Not now.
Ow, can you know? Ow.
Now?
Ow.
Ow.
Dinner. Yeah, my wife just walked in and she said, what's for dinner? And I had a little bit of Pat Peking left over and, You know, it's one of my favourite. You know, and she said, now, well, anyway, that'll come floating in shortly, boys. You know, she'll wet last night's meal through the microwave and a bit of fresh rice, and and I'll eat that while I'm speaking to you. I'll eat that while I'm speaking to you, and I'll fire up, and we'll kick on after that. Yes, Luke. I've got plenty of stories that'll keep us going all night. We don't. I think I'm an hour and a half early. I'm an hour early. We'll have a few float in soon. Have a few float in soon. We've got no one in the bleachers. I'll tell you what. Here's an easy way how we might be able to conquer this. Hello, Ray. Out of a stream. There we go.
Mate, I'm at dinner. Hang on. I'll be with you.
That's all right, Ray. It's all right. Just keep eating, mate. Keep eating. Sorry to interrupt you, but thanks for joining us. Ray, I must apologise to you, mate. I owe you an apologise. I haven't spoken to you for, I think it's the longest time ever. I haven't spoken to Ray all fucking week since the weekend. We've had a few dramas on the Archie Luxury channel in the watch genre, which I've been attending to this week, mate. So and I've been speaking to the Lux Report about that. But anyway, he might like to jump on. We'll send out the invitation. If that's all right. If no one has any objections, we'll send out the invitation, and we'll see what Oh God, here it is. That's what we need. That one there. We copy that, and we copy that, get rid of that, and put that there. Copy that there. Paste. Press that button there, and there we go. And we'll see what we can drag in with that. Well, we're in Sackline's on fire. That's for fucking sure. Sackline's on fire. So, so he's going to join us. Ray's there. Ray's eating. He's murdered himself. What do we got here? Let's see if we can get up here. I'd rather look at this side of the, side of the fence. Friday night chat. Hey, here's me, mate. Here's me little mate. This bloke's. G'day, Pompey. How are you, son? How are you? How you going?
Doing real good this week. Really good.
Show us your hair, mate. Show us your fucking hair.
The hair.
Come on. Give us a look. Oh, how you feeling?
Just thinning out just a little bit,
Doesn't matter, mate. It's only what. Mate, I'll tell you something. It's what's in the inside that counts, not the outside. The outside shit. You got a good heart, son.
It's all good. It's all coming
good
back
young
anyway.
Man.
It's coming back. So the hair just got a vacation before I did. That's all.
Oh, good on you. Good. How you feeling, son?
Really good this week. Last week was rotten right through until Monday this week, but this is it apparently. Like 6th session of chemo was last week, which was the last of the quote. So now it's wait 6 weeks, and in 6 weeks' time I go for a scan to check if they've caught it all and take it from there.
Good on you. G'day, Shano. How are you, son?
Hey, how are you? I'm on 2 days off, so I'm hitting the piss the Royal Dutch tonight.
Good on you. Look, Shano, I haven't met you before, but my mate Pedro speaks highly of you, so you're sweet. You're sweet.
Yeah, I've been watching his YouTube channel up in North Queensland, so I've been commenting on that. It looks, it's good. I've seen him at Fitzroy Island and stuff like that, so yeah, I'd recommend Pedro's YouTube channel.
The wife's just bringing in food at the moment, gentlemen.
Oh, spoiled.
Tinny, LA. LA.
Gangkua.
My wife just brought in Patrick King, which is red pork with what is it? Red pork with beans and a sweet red curry and red curry pineapple and some rice. You know, some
Right, it's
rice.
delicious.
So
That's
if I sit
cuisine.
back and have a
You've
bit of
been
a nibble
spoiled.
here, hey?
You've been spoiled. That's very nice food. That's top quality Thai, authentic.
Oh, my wife's a good cook, mate. Yeah. If you can get a Thai woman as a good cook, you're laughing. You know, I always used to think to myself, oh, you know, I love Thailand so much, you know, what am I going to do, you know, without Thai food? You know, and then I met this lovely lady, you know, what one of the best things about Thai food is the lovely Thai rice, you know, the lovely, lovely fragrant, jasmine rice, like it's just beautiful. You know, look at that. Yeah,
Complex carbohydrates. You won't put on weight, but you have plenty of energy in the next day. That's good.
putting on weight. I've never been so heavy in all my life.
Yeah.
Anyway, more importantly, how you going, Pompoy? How are you feeling, mate?
Fucking really good, but I think part of that weighs on the new medication.
What have they got you on?
Marijuana, mate.
Oh, marijuana.
No, for real. They gave me the medical.
Hey?
Yeah, they put me on the medical. They gave me the approval with the TGA and that, and I haven't smoked for like a long while, and it's 15% THC, which is the weakest stuff they've got, and it blows my friggin' head off, mate. It's
15%.
Yeah.
What is it in Thailand? Is it? It's 0.2 or 0.02 or something in Thailand, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that, or 2.
And you're on 15%, which is what 3 by 15, 45 times stronger.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the whole medical thing that they're doing over there with this limitation of 2%, being that I've been treated with it now, I can't see 2% being effective really for anything extreme, like maybe for a mild headache or something, but for actual treatment for pain or anything else, I just can't see it being effective.
So it's probably a good thing. How you feeling in your head, Pompoy?
Really good. Like, I don't know what it was with this whole thing. It's like some of my family members and that think that I didn't sort of tackle it seriously enough, just because I treated it like going on a vacation. I got the diagnosis, and for me, I didn't go, right, oh, fuck, that's the end of the world sort of thing. I said, right, well, now we plan and we take the steps to get through to the other fucking end of it, just like planning a trip and, organizing your itinerary and shit. It's just like, right, we've got to do the chemo, get through that, look to the end of that. Don't dwell on, fuck, there's another session coming next week. There's another session. I just look to the end of it the whole way through. And, now I'm hopefully here. But there were plenty of times that I was feeling down. I could have just given up on myself. And that was the important part, was not, once I started having those thoughts and shit, get my mind off that completely, not dwelling on the negative aspect of it, just, focusing on fucking getting back to full health sort of thing.
It's actually luxury. You can get fucked. I'm speaking to you. I'd rather speak to you at this stage, Rich Pompoy, than me dear mate Archie Luxury. I'm very disappointed with him, but I speak to Ray Gold a lot, and Ray and I, we have the utmost respect for your circumstance and your situation in life at the moment, and we two are both older men, well and truly older men than you, and both of us are humbled by your strength, son. and good on you, and good on you, and we both know that you've got a very strong heart, and you're going to pull through this. And one thing I think I remember you saying that, you know, before you, when you realised that you were stricken by this disease, you say, well, I'm going to fight my way through this. I'm going to do all the therapy, and before the end of the year, I'm going to get back overseas and I'm going to have a bit of a play. Well, I hope you do it, mate. You know, and by the look of you, I think you will. You look pretty strong at the moment. But as you said, you know, I'm going to most probably lose all my hair. But, you know, look at me. Who gives a fuck? It's not what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside. And you've got a good heart, son. And you're a good man. And that's a three-letter word, you know, which I hold very reserved, you know, towards many people. You know, like you can claim that word. You can claim that word. You're a man's man, you know, Pompey, and good on you. And both Ray and I, we've had our private, you know, conversations, and you know, and Ray has said you've got to respect the bloke because he's fighting this alone. It's not as if you got a missus or a girlfriend or you know coming and bringing your feed. You're fighting this alone. So good on you, son. But I'll tell you who woke me up to you. You know, was Joe, my two bar.
Yeah.
And he woke me up to you a long time ago about your beefs and everything, and I knew of you, but I wasn't a follower of it. But in recent times, you know, I've got the utmost respect for you, son. You're a good young man. So you know, I'm not a religious man, but if I was, I'd be saying prayers for you every night.
Well, thank you very much for the praise, mate. Much appreciated.
You're a good son, yeah. And I tell you what, when you went on your little spree, you know, into the Philippines for 2 or 3 weeks, you know, like, who could blew at that? You know, like you had a fucking ball, mate. You know, like, you passed out the fucking night. You passed out the night and never woke up again. Who can fucking blew? You know? Yeah, look, yeah, what a fucking time you had. Good on you. Good on you. What's the marijuana? What's the marijuana like you get from the pharmacist?
Mate, it's probably the best shit that I've ever had. It's just like it comes in a jar, right? I'll show you. I've got one here. Right, comes in, just like a jar like that.
Yeah.
Right. You know, peel top on it, but the instant you take that lid off and peel that fucking top open, yeah, it's like Pringles when they say once you pop, you can't stop because it just fucking smells that good, mate. Once you peel that lid off, it grabs you by the nasal, and it's just the most brilliant, you know, botanical smell that it's got to it. It's really sweet. And the same goes, you know, the smell quite often with, you know, weed, the smell will equate to, you know, a good taste as well. And it tastes absolutely beautiful.
Do you get a medical bong with that, or is it all joints and stuff like that? How do you smoke it?
It has to be used through a TGA approved dry herb vaporizer.
Oh.
And they sell them for about $370 or something. So mine's being used through, you know, a more traditional device that's not TGA approved.
Bong.
Yeah.
Shows your homemade bong, mate. Give us a look at it. Pull it out from under the table.
It's filthy, mate.
Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. No, that's a bit of use, mate.
It needs a fucking run through the hot water and the fucking baby bottle brush.
I was speaking
Absolutely
to my mate today about going over the table, you know, going to try and say, "You gonna have a smoke, Jono?" I said, "It's not as much fun nowadays, you know, like it's legal." I said, "It was more fun when it was illegal, you know, and you had a smoke." I said, "I don't know if I'll go there." And my mate Pedro said, "Oh, well, I'm definitely not going there." And so I said, I'm not making any decisions yet, but I might have a bit of a smoke. We'll see what happens. You a smoker, Shano?
No, I used to be when I was younger and stuff like that. So I have tried it, but ever since my 20s, I've pretty much given it up. I just drink beer now. I don't even drink spirits and stuff like that. But yeah, but it used to be good. I used to enjoy it. If I ever get the cancer or stuff like that, this is the first thing I'll be going for.
I go out smoking at 66.
60, yeah. I don't know. I've got about a week before I start to travel. I'm going back to Pattaya in a week's time.
My mate Pedro, he's going down to Pattaya for a while, and I'm not sure if I should join him or not. I might go down there for 3 or 4 days. My missus said to me, she said, "Why don't you go down to Pattaya?" I said, "You're fucking kidding, aren't you?" She said, "No, go down there for 3 or 4 days." I said, "I'd rather stay with Jack, and sit by the fucking swimming pool in Bangkok."
You can get a pool in Pattaya easy. It's a resort town. It's not a bad place. They call it Sin City, but it's only a couple of soys where you experience the sin. It's the rest of it's all restaurants, coffee shop, nightclubs, pubs. It's a resort town. You can use it to whatever you want it to be.
Shane, I remember, how long before I got married, and that was in 1985. I married my first Thai wife. And I used to have a T-shirt, and it used to say, Suzanne Bar. If it's not in Pattaya, you don't need it. So I got 15. That's 35 years ago. I don't have the T-shirt anymore, but that's what I used to say then. 35 years ago, if it's not in Pattaya, you don't need it, and it was very true. It was very true at the time. That's one of your haunts, isn't it, Pompoi?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that's the only part of Thailand I have seen. Every time I went over with these grand plans of I'm going to fucking go here, I'm going to go see that, I'm going to do this, and then fucking I'd go, we'll start the trip down in Pattaya and then, travel from there. And every fucking time, after 2-3 nights in Pattaya, it's fucking got its fucking claws into me and I've just fucking stayed put.
It does that. It's all walk-ins, isn't bar bus and stuff like that. Chiang Mai in the north's quite a peaceful place with the Buddhist temples and stuff like that. But you got Loy Kok Road and there's a certain wall section that's nice. If you want a trip to Chiang Mai, pretty much go to Bangkok and fly there straight away. Generally, I do the second week of a trip or the third week of a trip in Chiang Mai. It's a different experience, but it's full of bars in itself, so you can see whatever you want to see.
You see these things? Hang on. You see this? How many people eat out of these things in Thailand? You see these?
Yeah.
My wife cooks me Thai food. That's what I eat out of. I don't use chopsticks or a spackle spoon or a fork, but you see Thai men, that's what they eat with. These fucking things. Can you see it? Yeah, where is it? Yeah. There it is. No. There's sort of, like stainless steel spoon. Get plenty of rice on it. Nice little bit of Thai fucking food on top, and away you fucking go. And you push that into your fucking head, away you go. I'm enjoying this. Got me Pad Pick King and me fucking, me red fucking pineapple fucking curry and a bowl of rice and a bottle of fucking whiskey. What more does a man want in life? What more does a bloke want in life than that? Good company, good blokes around you. We're still waiting for Ray to fucking finish up his feed. What's he got a fucking 3 fucking course meal?
I'm just sitting there listening.
Oh, good on you, Ray. How are you, mate? I must apologise. You haven't spoken to you for a few fucking days, mate. We've had a bit of drama over the Archie Luxury Channel, mate.
No, you're right. I've just been busy myself.
Oh, good on you. How's work going, Ray?
No, yeah, done a bit. I just fucking got a bit more to it. I was going to do a bit tomorrow, but it's going to be pissing down rain, so.
It's a fucking weekend,
got
right?
other
Give
shit
it a
to do.
break.
Oh, man, I've got to go and clean the fucking cattle in the train now. She just took a shit right beside me. Holy fucking Christ, that stinks.
Fucking
He'll be back in a minute. Fucking hell. Ah.
My little bloke wants to buy a fucking cat. I fucking hate cats. I really do. I'm not a fucking cat fucking lover. My little boy wants a fucking cat. But we're gonna, we might go over to Thailand soon. And we come back, I might buy him a cat for fucking Christmas. But I fucking hate cats. Give me a dog any day. Like you kick a fucking cat, you kick a fucking dog. It'll sit there and wag its fucking tail at you. You kick a fucking cat, it'll be over the back fence and you won't see it for a fucking week. Like fuck cats. I love dogs. Like I've had Dalmatians all my fucking life. The last 40 years of my life, I had Dalmatians wagging their fucking tails. Wagging their tails. And when you wake up in the morning, the bitch died recently. Excuse me, bitch died recently. I haven't had one, but I might get one again. My little boy can look after that. Oh God, I'm getting old, gentlemen. I'm 67 soon. I'm a senior. You'll have to give me a bit of respect for that, won't you?
Oh, you got a few on me. Oh man, fucking that laksa. I went out last night and had a fucking laksa. Who's this? Hang on a minute, who's this?
Go to the
Right?
Go to the Swannies.
Who's this?
Who's that?
Some cunt from Bangkok.
Oh, right, there you go, Joe.
Not too bad. That's it.
Yeah, mate.
G'day, Jono, Ray, Shano,
Oh, yeah.
Pampui, everyone in the chat.
Yeah, mate.
G'day, Joe.
Yeah,
Big
you
night
got
tonight, Joe. It's on soon. It's on soon.
Yeah, the
mate.
Swannies are gonna kick ass.
Oh God, I'll fucking spill if they do.
What's the
I'll
Scotty?
fucking
Richmond
spill
lost
if
by
they do.
2 points.
Oh, that football, is it? Oh,
AFL.
yeah, no worries.
I'll just make a prediction for the bet that I didn't place. So I'm going to go Swans by 1 point.
Get fucked. You're off the book. You're off the book.
I
Fuck
like-
you.
I'll take 1 point, no problem.
Oh no. I was speaking to Pete today about the footy tonight, and he said, "Oh, yeah, you're going back to back, Jono." I said, "Pete, I've been following Melbourne for fucking 57 years." I said, "I've had a lot of disappointments, mate." And I said, tonight won't be out of order, but I think the Swans have got, more drive and and more force in them, than my beloved D's. I'd love it if they did, get up tonight, but we'll see. But I think I might drop off when the footy kicks off tonight, and I'm gonna watch that tonight. But the mighty D's against South Melbourne tonight, and I remember that game in 1964. And that's before anyone here was born except Ray.
Yeah.
In 1964 is a magnificent grand final. And it was televised live on black and white TV. Black and white TV was televised.
Well, it could go either way tonight because last week they lost to fucking St Kilda. Swannies lost to St Kilda, didn't they?
Well, my old man was a St Kilda supporter. I remember, my old man used to, he used to be a member at St Kilda as a kid when, in the old footy ground, when St Kilda footy ground was in St Kilda before they moved to Moorabbin. You might, like Shano will know. Shano will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, St Kilda moved to Moorabbin. I'm actually from New South Wales. I'm only new to Melbourne. I'm a new.
Oh, but you
Victorian.
know
I've
the
never been
difference between St Kilda and Moorabbin. You know, and St Kilda originally used to play what they used to call the Junction Oval. It was a corner of, St Kilda Road, and Brighton Road in Melbourne. Major road into town. Into the CBD. And there used to be a footy ground just on the left-hand side there, and there used to be St Kilda football ground originally, and used to have just one grandstand. And my dad was a follower of St Kilda. He used to be a member there, and he used to take me to the football, and on a Saturday, he used to sit on his knee, and we used to go down and watch St Kilda every second Saturday when they played at home, and I'd sit on his knee, and when Melbourne used to come, I used to barrack for Melbourne, and Dad would barrack for St Kilda, and people turn around and say, "Hey, who brought that fucking kid in here? He's barracking for Melbourne, he's sitting in the fucking St Kilda stand." Anyway, I used to love fucking Melbourne. But it took me 57 years, and anyway, we won last year. We won the grand final, so it's a big game tonight. But I'm not holding out any great fucking hopes. But my mate, the DF, the Dead Farung, he said he might pop in tonight, but I think it's a bit late now. He was going down the line to see his dad for Father's Day. He was going down to see his dad for Father's Day today. But he'll be watching tonight. But I'll speak to him in the morning and see what fucking happens. Might have to speak to him later on tonight. But we're both mad Melbourne supporters. It's not bad. 57 years. To follow a side before they won a fucking premiership. But I love Melbourne. I'm a Melbourne boy. I'm a Melbourne boy, born and bred. I'm brought up in Melbourne. I've lived in Melbourne all my life. I followed the Melbourne football club. Went to Melbourne High School. Got admitted to Melbourne University, and oh God, I'm just a Melbourne boy. I love the joint. And fuck you, Sydney. Shane knows where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
Sorry,
there is a hatred of Sydney here in Melbourne. There is rivalry between both states. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't like the Sydney boys, do we? We don't like the Sydney boys. I'll tell you what, I've had a bit of ink today,
Rich.
boys. I'm sorry if I'm firing up.
Rich Free. I saw a woman put a cat on a leash and tried to walk it like a dog. I almost died laughing. Stupid, mate. Come to my little village in Bangkok, and half a dozen women in my soy tried the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, all they're doing is just holding onto the cat so it doesn't run off. That's all they can master. It's not walking anywhere.
I actually know somebody. Yeah, Jenny. She got a cat she takes for a walk on a fucking leash.
It's actually becoming more common.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it before. I never knew you could do that, but no, whatever.
Yeah, I'm seeing it around here in the suburbs a lot now, and just fucking let the cunt fucking off the leash.
Yeah, I will grab it probably, but I wouldn't take one out of the yard.
And the other thing I'm seeing a lot of now around this area is fucking dogs with little fucking slippers on. It's like it's trending around here now. It's fucking. There was one lady originally, you'd see her all the time. Obviously, all the neighbours and that have fucking spotted it, and oh yeah, I want to do that too. I go down the park, mate. They're fucking. If there's 12 people walking dogs, 6 of them will be wearing these stupid little fucking shoe things.
Fucking millennials. They're probably fucking making it a vegetarian too.
I had a Rottweiler on a tram the other day. I was sitting on the front seat looking at me. I came out of the cabin to have a look at it. There's no dogs allowed on the tram, and I swear it winked at me. So I sat back down and just drove the tram, mate, because the dog fucking winked at me.
Good call.
Fair enough.
Bit of respect, gentlemen. G'day, Henry Black. How are you, mate?
Oh yeah, Henry.
Henry's one of the greatest contributors to My Two Barts. Strews, who we used to do we used to have quiz nights. Quiz nights on My Two Barts channel, and My Little Terrace. Used to love them. We used to have a quiz nights, and Joe would ask questions about about Thailand, and we'd all have a bit of a fun. They were great entertaining evenings on a Saturday night, and or maybe down the track Joe might do it again if he gets a bit of time, but maybe not. But we used to have great times in the old days. You'd remember that, wouldn't you, Pumpui?
Yeah. I was still sort of. That came in around the time that I went away from YouTube, but I had another account that nobody really knew about, and I used to come and lurk on the My Two Bart streams and that.
Yeah, freaking,
Spin that fucking wheel.
Oh, spin the fucking wheel.
Spin that fucking wheel.
Yeah.
He was a lovely bloke, that Big Jim. That used to be Big Jim's saying. And
Yep.
And the thing I used to love about Big Jim, I was never very close with, Big Jim. I used to speak to him and interact with him on, on YouTube. God bless his soul. But Big Jim used to protect my son, and he used to interact with my boy and say hello, Jack, and take care of him like a second dad. And that was fucking beautiful, fellas. And to be, to interact with another man on the other side of the world and the Antipodes, and someone to care and love and respect my little boy is something I'll never respect. Fuck off, Archie. Normally I shut up. But I'm pissed off with fucking him. And I'm speaking to my mates here. He'll get the fucking message. I'm not fucking happy with him. He's got to answer a few fucking questions as far as I'm concerned. This is more important. I'm speaking about a lovely man. Big fucking Jim. What a lovely bloke he was, and struck down in the prime of his fucking life. What a lovely man who was, he's only spoke good.
I'll never forget. I mean, you know how I feel about Big Jim, and I love the guy, and I have done for a long time. But what really has stuck in my mind, and I don't think I'll ever forget it, was, and I certainly gained a lot of respect for the guy, was one night many years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago. We were having a live stream, and a certain person was on this live stream, and he was being attacked, and he was being attacked by half a dozen guys, and he was copping it pretty bad. But back in those days, they were the sorts of streams that we did. It was quite okay for people to get stuck into each other and fucking just fucking just have a good night, but I think this particular night things were going a little bit too far, and Jimmy jumped on, and he had a fucking go at everybody, and he made it quite clear that it just wasn't right for this fucking Pac-Man mentality, everyone attacking this other person, and he was right, and the big man actually had a couple of tears when he was addressing us, and that put me back, and I thought, yeah, okay, this is a good cunt. This guy really is a fucking good cunt.
Yeah, Joe. Big Jim, he always always protected the terrorists, my son, and I only interact with him, in comics and on YouTube. He's always very respectful of me, but he was a man's man. He was a man's man, and I think he was a bouncer by trade. I'd hate to try to walk into him and get power past him as a bouncer. You wouldn't have a chance. But how he extended his caring as a human being, to my son, I will never forget. And normal Jack, and even to this day, Jack said to me, still speaks to me about Big Jim, about what a nice bloke he was, and why did he extend himself out to him? But the bloke had a good heart, and we were blessed. We were blessed to to have his company, and may his soul rest in peace. And it was taken too early from us, but this is the wonderful thing about life is, a person's spirit that, Big Jim's spirit will always exist in goodness in all our hearts, and I can't pay enough tribute to the man. He was the real gentle giant, wasn't he? And I know you were quite close to him, Joe, and when he passed away, it came as such a tragic shock to all of us that such a nice human being who only extended goodness to all of us passed away so early. But what was beautiful about everything is that Big Jim wanted to get back to Thailand and see his partner and his lovely child, and he spent a bit of time with them before he passed away, and and he'll be in heaven, gentlemen. He'll be in heaven, on God's on God's right hand, and and if we can be half as much a good bloke as what Big Jim was, we'll be lucky men in life, but I haven't got the words to express what he gave to my kid, what he gave to my little boy, and what a nice man he was, and God bless him. Anyway, I'll shut up now.
No, you're right. Everything you've said, he was definitely a solid bloke. Love the bloke forever. G'day, old mate.
Very close to Ray. Ray, have a few words about Big Jim, mate.
Oh, no, mate. You said enough. That'll do. She's right.
He was a lovely bloke. Look, there's no fucking oil painting. But he never proclaimed that. But if you use the word gentleman, that was Big Jim. He was a gentleman. What a lovely bloke. I'm lucky I had the honour in life to interact with the bloke. But how he interacted with me and my kid, I can't speak highly enough for the fucking bloke. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Sorry, gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Where's Pumpooey gone?
I'm here. I'm just fiddling about and getting some food and shit ready.
He's sucking on bongs, you lucky cunt.
No. That's when the microphone goes off.
Yeah, go on.
No, just
Ray,
stuck a
isn't
nice
it true
piece in.
how you and I have discussed? Oh, hello. Nít nồi nè. Ao kiên nè, nè chop kiên. Okay. My wife told me when I finish eating, I can clean the dishes.
What time's the footy on?
Oh, soon, I think 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you're right.
It's all right. It's Friday night. I don't have to drive the little boy to school in the morning.
Yeah, we got pissed down road. We're going to kill Coy tomorrow. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm half a light, Ray. You were right when you said before John O's firing. What do you say, John O's firing on 8 cylinders?
Yeah, firing all 8.
Yeah, I'm firing all 8 cylinders.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I was speaking to the Lux report earlier on today. He's very close to Archie Luxury. We had a bit of a chat, and I opened up this fucking whiskey here. What is it? Some fucking Yankee shit. Belvedere. What's that fucking thing?
It's
Can someone Google that for me?
Yeah, it's Caribbean. I swear I googled it before. It's not American. It's Caribbean, an island just off the coast of Cuba and stuff like that.
How much is it? How much is it down at Dan Murphy's?
Yeah, Balding.
It's
G'day, Balding.
$130 a bottle. It's expensive.
Oh, God, we're just drinking it here. Pedro's got a presentation night down, downtown somewhere. My old mate Pedro, he's gone out for a presentation night. He's got the footy fucking presentation night.
For his soccer, isn't it?
Yeah, he's into the soccer. What about Ray? Where's Zimmy Monga? Yeah, where's Zimmy?
He was here before. Never got a chance to give him any lip.
G'day, Mr. Balding. Thanks for joining us, mate. Good
Oh,
on you.
I know where Zimmy isn't, and I'm proud of him. He's not fucking lined up at the windmill.
Yeah. I think he's been suffering with the squirts a bit. Oh, he fucking really fucking into it. Greg's there with the squirts, it's just his gut was anyway. You don't get fucking fridge in your fucking mouth with tap water. Anyway, it's all good.
Excuse me for eating dinner, gentlemen, but it's bad manners, eating in front of them. But I'm hungry. My missus brought me in the most beautiful fucking Thai. I'm married to a Thai chef. She makes me the most beautiful fucking Thai food, and gee, I'm lucky. I'm the luckiest man in the world. I've got the most beautiful wife and the most lovely son. And I want for nothing more. I feel like I'm blessed by God. I really can't complain. I've got some really nice friends. This channel here is, it's run by 6 people, and they're all good blokes as far as I'm concerned, and people I've spent time with, on YouTube, and My Two Bart, and Ray Gold, young Ray, and Pedro Ty, and TMW, and all good people I've got the utmost respect for, and it's an honour to be in these blokes' presence, and and I'm half charged tonight, so you'll have to excuse me, but I was chatting to them earlier and said, I want to go live now, and I've jumped in a bit fucking early, but they said go for it, Jono, so we've dived on early, and we're having a bit of a chat on a Friday night, so who cares anyway? We've got Shane O and Pumpui's here, and
Yeah, I won't be on
go
that.
the Swans. Fuck you, Joe. Go the fucking Swans. Go, Gees.
Go to the Swannies.
Get back the Swans.
Only 30 minutes to go.
Oh, please don't rub it in, son.
Oh, we haven't won it yet.
Not yet. I haven't got. I'm not too confident somehow, Joe. I'm really not, mate. I tell you what, Joe. I might wander over to Thailand soon. I think I might bring an armful of fucking stamps over to you, mate, and say, do you want these? Do what you fucking like to them. Do what you like with them. And just lob them in your lap. Have a little bit of fun with them, mate. Do what you like. But I'm a bit too old to be playing that game anymore. And
I actually
No,
I haven't given the stamps a lot of attention lately. I'm trying to get other shit, going.
oh yeah, but you know the game with them. It's the second best thing to fucking than currency. In Thailand is Thai stamps. But I think my days are over. I think I'm going to get rid of them soon. I've got these stamps at the moment. I've got some 1929 first airmail issues. Now, a block of 16, and I've had 3 dealers, say, I'll give you $100 for them. I'll give you $100 for them. I'll give you $100 for them. I said, oh yeah, I know they're worth 300, and I just don't respond to them. I just keep put them back up. I'll get me 300 eventually for them. But I got them. I got those block of 16 stamps in a consignment. I think it was, I bid at auction. I bought them at auction, here in Melbourne, and then there was I think it was 16,000 stamps unsorted, which I had to, go through. I bought it for, I think it was $135. And they were all essentially, George V stamps. They had a few Brumbies in, but they had this block of 16 of 1929 first airmail Australian stamps, and that one block was worth $300. So I'm in front, just for the 16 airmail stamps. So I'll just wait my time, but I'm getting a little bit old to be talking to fucking stamps now. Like I'm not in a nursing home yet.
One thing I found surprising the last couple of weeks is the amount of forgeries going through, and they're clearly declared as forgeries, and people are paying big fucking dollars for these forgeries
because they can't get the originals.
Yeah, well, I also can't get the originals, but I'm not going to be paying, fucking $150 for, stamps that are fucking forgeries. But yeah, they're pulling big fucking money.
Do you see that statement from old mate there? So you're going to sell Jack's inheritance? Does that really work out? So am I going to be selling Jack's inheritance? Like, they're not fucking Jack's yet, they're fucking mine. It's like, I've got a painting in the fucking room, and, in the room here, and said, he said, Dad, that's a lovely painting. He said, I could buy a Maserati with that. And I said, yeah, you could, but I'm fucking not dead yet, and it's fucking not yours yet. So you can't buy a Maserati with just fucking yet, it's fucking mine. I said, when I'm dead, you can do what you fucking like with it. But until that stage, I said, you've got fucking no fucking, no opinion in the matter. So as far as Jack's inheritance is concerned, what do I do? Convert that to dollars, or let him have that fucking hassle of fucking converting it, where he doesn't know what it's fucking worth. So is it not better for me, to convert that to readies, hard cash, before Jack has to battle to learn about it and find out what it's actually worth? I think the readies might be worth more in the bank for him, but I'm sure sooner or later Jack will get that fucking Maserati, is what he wants. He come in, he said, what do you think looks better, Dad? A res Maserati or a blue one? I said, the red one's traditionally, so, a bit leery, Dad. He said, I think I'll go up on a blue one. I said, well, fair enough. Because we made one of my followers, one of Archie Luxury's, strong fans, Leah's her name. The lovely lady. She's in Paris at the moment. She's in France, in Paris. She's on holiday. She's got a lovely blue Maserati. She's a lovely lady. She's got plenty. She's a multi-millionairess. Strong follower of Archie, but she's not too impressed with him at the moment either, The old mate says, hopefully take his old man advice and keep him. Well, yeah, maybe, but what do you do? Is it good fun walking in a room and looking at a couple of $500,000 paintings every morning, or would you rather the cash in the bank? It's something I'm tossing up at the moment. They can't whack them in your coffin, old mate. They don't put paintings in your old fucking in your coffin, do they? You might be better if I fucking realise the fucking cash behind them. Yeah, well, one thing, old mate, for sure, hopefully take his old man's advice. I think he'll do that. I think he'll do that anyway. He's a good kid. I love my little boy. That much. I believe for him. God, he's a good
Keep
kid.
the house for him.
Yes. He's got a lot of time for Ray. He likes Ray. He used to like. He's got had a lot of time for Big Jim. He's got a lot of time for my dude Bart. Gee, he's a good kid. I'm so lucky. I'm a really lucky bloke. Anyway, that's enough for me. Any comments, gentlemen?
Google Horn. That's
Yeah.
as he was affectionately known as Google Horn.
Exactly.
That's him. Google him. Check Google him. That was quick. I think it was who named that so good. I think wasn't it Joe?
I don't remember
Oh,
who coined it. No, I don't.
Jim.
Was it Jim? I don't think
think
it
it
was
was.
Jim either.
No, it was Big Jim. Big Jim named him that. That's right.
Google Horn. Yeah.
Yeah, Big Jim named him that. That's right. Yeah,
Well,
it was beautiful.
It's certainly
It was
stuck.
funny then. That was beautiful. I miss that bloke. He was a lovely bloke. We all miss him. It's been, I suppose it's been over 12 months now since he's passed away.
No, not quite.
Not quite. That was sad.
Mm.
That was sad. I'll have a scotch on that. I'll have a scotch. Think about Big Jim. Ooh, a bit of silence in the room, boys. I'm the only one I've got my head up here. Cheers, Big Jim. Cheers, gentlemen.
And the reason I know it hasn't been 12 months is because I saw the bloke, just a couple of weeks before he passed. I saw him in Bangkok. I've told the story before. We were talking about meeting up, and we hadn't penciled in any date, but we were certainly going to do it before he left Thailand and returned back to England. And I had some business to do in Bangkok, and I was in the back of a taxi, and I saw the guy. And I saw him walking down the street. I thought, fuck. And I just had to get shit done. It was one of those situations where, you in Thailand, if you get the opportunity to get something done, you do it. Because if you don't do it there and then, it could be fucking weeks before you get to do it. But, I certainly regret not pulling the taxi over and jumping out and giving the big bastard a big hug. But, I haven't been in Thailand for a year yet, so.
Yeah, we used to speak at him, after my son. And Big Jim, he used to protect him. He used to protect him on, as a moderator on your channel, Joe, and like he wouldn't have anything, bad word, like he was a protector of my kid, of my son, and it used to, just goes to show what a good heart the bloke had, But, as they say, Joe, only the good die young. Only the good die young.
I should be right. I should be right for a while then.
You'll live to about 196, I reckon. You and me, mate. I'll outdo you. I'll outdo you, Joe. Have you seen Johnny? You caught up with Johnny, Joe?
I have caught up with him a couple of times in Bangkok, but I might be heading off to Hua Hin next week, so I'd bump into him again, no doubt.
I'm in Thailand for 3 weeks in a week's time. I don't know. I'm going to Pattaya for most of it, but I want to hit Bangkok up for a bit. Do you meet people in Bangkok, or do you go to Pattaya much?
No, I don't go to Pattaya at all. But
I
yeah,
don't like
Bangkok. I've met a couple of people in Bangkok, and certainly have no problem, meeting up with you, Shano.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, I'm going for 3 weeks. I want to spend about half a week in Bangkok if I can. So I want to tee that up towards the end. So it'll be like 3 weeks from now that I'm in Bangkok.
Yeah, give us a yell, and shouldn't be a.
Well,
shouldn't
if
be
you
a
stream
problem
every
on you
Saturday
as well.
night here, I want to pop on with the icon and stuff like, because my technology will be limited to the internet they got there. But you seem to be doing all right with what they got there. So yeah, I'll
No,
chat
fucking the internet here is fucking way superior to anything Australia's got going.
Well, it's better,
Yeah,
because I've never
Australia.
taken a laptop to Bangkok before or to Thailand at all. I just generally run off the phone.
Or take your laptop, mate. You won't know the difference.
Yeah, really. I'll try to be a lot worse.
Oh, God. I'm getting old. Do you think I've got another 67 years left, Joe?
How many? 67.
Yeah.
Well, they can invert penises and do all sorts of things now, so I can't see why not.
I don't think so, mate. I'd like to think that way, but I was thinking last night, that I have a fear. To be honest, gentlemen, I'll speak a bit of home truth. I've got a fear of death, where, not for my own self, but I have a fear of death for my little boy and my wife. That I am not there to protect them. And that is my only fear. So at the moment I'm on a little bit of a health regime, where since I've given up the smokes, I've put on a bit of pork. So I'm trying to get fit, and I'm thinking about travelling overseas in the near future. So I want to be able to walk a little bit of a distance in Thailand. So I'm on the walking machine here, and I'm eating good food, and I only drink 1 day a week now. It's when my mate Pete comes over, and I have a bit of a beer and and a few wines, and I'm on the whiskey at the moment, but that's a bit of a rarity. But I ain't got another 67 years. But I just want to, my only fear is, who's going to take care of my wife and my little boy if I'm not here? And God forbid, if my missus stiffs it before I do. Like what's going to happen? I won't be able to get me Thai fucking food in. Or I'm going to have to send out for fucking Uber to get fucking Thai food delivered on a daily basis. But
You got your priorities sorted, I see.
I just couldn't. It's food, Joe. At my age, I like food. That's right. It's spot on. How's the pineapples going, son?
Yeah, good. I ate 1 kilo a day. That's the way to do it.
I tell you what, I'm going to make it me fucking business to go and get some of that pineapple you like, mate. If I go over to Thailand, if you make me fucking business to get a few of them fucking, delivered and put in the fucking fridge. Like that's grouse, isn't it? I had some pineapple. In fact, last night I had some pineapple. I mean, we bought a couple of pineapples, the other week, and and I had some, and my wife's cut it all very nice, and I said, Jack, let's go into the fridge and get the fucking pineapple out with you, and don't forget the salt and the chili. He said, what do you mean? What do you mean, Dad? I said, don't worry, on top of the pineapple, you see some salt and chili, and so he's come into the lounge room, and he's brought the pineapple in, and the salt and the chili, and so I've woofed through about half a big pineapple, and woofed into the salt and the chili, and it was fucking beautiful. Woofed into it up in the Thai food, and he said, oh, you okay, Dad? I said, oh, no, I think I'm eating too much pineapple, Jack. And don't worry, I would have stiffed it last night, it would have been okay, because I had a guts full of good fucking food, Take a Muay
It-
Thai class, Rich Free, you know. That should keep you in shape. I'm fucking 67. I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover, mate, I've had more fucking, more Thai shells than you had hot breakfast, son. Like God, like in certain places on the internet, you'll find, Sucklords is the monger's monger. Like I've had more fucking Thai women than you've had hot breakfasts. Really,
Oh, mate, $20.
20
Looking
bucks.
at 499 baht for the internet.
Oh, right. I'll get Jack in. Where's Bruce? I'll get Jack to do some room service. I don't get off me fucking ass. I'm paying the bills here. Where's Bruce?
Just going for a refill.
Go for it, mate. Where's Bruce? Here he is. See if he responds. Ring, ring. Room service. He'll be on the computer in his bedroom. Yeah, he's not going to answer this. He's not answering. No, he's not answering. What's the time? Oh, it's 7:30. He's playing Muriel in the bedroom on the computer. That's him. That's him. We'll go and stir him up shortly. It's Friday night.
Do that.
What time's the footy start, Joe? 7:30. Where's Joe gone?
Refill.
Oh, yeah, righto. Oh, Mark, all right, gentlemen, you have to excuse me. Well, we've had a big week this week, on the Archie Luxury Channel. He's rung up twice tonight. I've fucking ignored him. He can fucking stew as far as I'm concerned. I'm very upset with my dear mate. Very upset. Let him burn a little bit. Let him burn a little bit. I've spoken to Lux Report tonight about Arch. Lux Report's very close with Archie as well. But we've set examples of I don't care, mate, but as a man, you don't eat shit. As a man in life, it's not an easy role to stand up to. But if you can, portray the character of being honourable and speaking the truth, and doing the right thing, and being respectable and being an example, which is a good human being, to other people. Well, at least you're trying, to create an example, where at least you're trying to do your best. And if you can do that in life, what more can anyone ask of you? It's always been a great conundrum, for me to fill that role. And I had to wait till I was 52, before I had a boy in life, and then I've got the terrorist, the fucking terrorist. He can't even answer me at the moment. What do you reckon, Pumpooey? You going to start spitting out kids soon, are you?
No, mate, never.
Why? You'd be a great dad, mate.
Guys, it's a shame I've got no siblings. I'd like to be the cool uncle, but I don't see myself being a dad.
Oh, mate, you'd be a great father. You really would, Pumpooey. You'd be you're a gentleman. You've got great knowledge. You've got great compassion. You're you're facing, you're putting your face up against, hardship at the moment, and you're fighting that, and you're gonna win. You're on a winner at the moment. We can see how you are. You're winning at the moment. You've got this beat. And I've been speaking to me mate Ray about and both Ray and I, we've got over 120, 130 years experience. 140, 150 years experience between the both of us. And we both said, you've got to respect that bloke. You've got to respect him. And it's two old men, laying good on you, son. And good luck to you. What a good young man. Well, you're not young, but you know where I'm coming from. You hate Clark. So as far as that's concerned, you're number one in my books. You're number one in my books for fucking just that alone. What a fucking cunt he is.
Yeah.
Rich Free, Sacklord. Oh, yeah, I've already read that. Yeah. What's doing, Shano? You've gone all quiet.
No, I'm just sitting here drinking beers and stuff like that. I'm enjoying the channel and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to say? I'll be in Pattaya in a week's time. I can't wait. Thailand, the frequent traveller starts up again in a week's time. I'll feel adrenaline mid next week, and then I'll be excited, and then I'll be back there. I can't wait.
It's like a one-man fucking show here almost at the moment. What time is it? 47 o'clock, is it? 8 o'clock's going to see me out, fellas. We'll give it a little while longer, and I'll spend a little time with the fucking terrorist. The terrorist. He'll be in there in his fucking room on his high-speed fucking computer. You're not
gonna watch the Swans win.
Oh, thanks very much, Joe. Oh, I love you, Joe, but don't rub it into me. Gets like my own club. Oh, look, I haven't got the greatest confidence. Like Joe's got like Club South Melbourne, great traditional club in the VFL, the AFL. And they've got Big Bazza, Big Bazza. They've got one of the best footballers ever played for them in fucking history. Kicking for them. What chance has Melbourne got? He'll start tonight. He'll kick about fucking 67 goals, I reckon. Good. Anyway.
2 streets back, 2 blocks back from the SCG, Paddington. That was some of the best times of my life living there.
Yeah, well, I'm being a member.
I like Soy 6, Soy 7, Soy 8, and I want to venture out into Treetown. So that's all the areas in Pattaya that I like. I can't wait to get back there.
I've been a member of the MCC since 1972. And I've never seen a Melbourne win a grand final there. Because last year they won it in Perth, and I don't think somehow I'm going to see it in my lifetime. I really don't hold out my hopes tonight. Somehow, look, I hate to be negative, but as I was saying,
yeah, well, I'm not 100% confident on the Swans. I would be if we had Kappa. You remember Kappa?
Yeah. Oh, but Big Basser, he's like South Melbourne are a good side, like South. If I didn't barrack for Melbourne, I'll barrack for South Melbourne, I reckon. I must be. Hello, what's happened here?
Astray, is that you? Oh, you're breaking up a bit, mate. Try that again. Yeah, you got terrible audio. Nah, that didn't work.
Joe, this might be a good time to bring up Juliet. Can we bring it? Can we put her on?
Yeah. Good call. I think she's here somewhere. Here we go.
คุณลงไปเก็บสายไฟคุณลงหายไปไหนไม่รู้
เรียกคุณโนมครับ
พี่ว่าบานหาใครอะ
หาสายป่าน
เสียปานอยู่ไหนอะ
ให้ป่านอยู่ไหนไม่รู้สายป่านเข้าไปในป่า
อ่ะลองเรียกสายปาน
สายป่านไม่รู้อยู่ไหน
เรียกสายปาน
สายปานอยู่ไหน
สายป่านอยู่ไหนไม่รู้กลัวป่านอยู่ไหนไม่รู้กลัวสายป่านหลงป่าสายป่านอยู่ไหนไม่รู้
สายปานไปทำอะไรนะไปฉี่เปล่า
ไม่รู้สายป่านจะหลงป่า
สายปาน
กังวลใจกลัวสายป่านหลงป่าไปสายป่านไปเปิดเลิกกองกันนะง่ายสายป่านไม่รู้อยู่ไหน
เรียกสายปาน
สายปานอยู่ไหนสายปานอยู่ไหนสายปานสายปานสายปานอยู่ไหนสายปานสายปาน
สายป่านป่านอยู่ไหนไม่รู้สายป่านเข้าไปในป่าป่านอยู่ไหนไม่รู้สายป่านอาศัยป่านว่าสายป่านหลงป่าเข้าไปในป่าป่านอยู่ไหนไม่รู้สายป่าน
สายปานอยู่ไหนสายปานสายปานสายปานอยู่ไหนสายปาน
Oh, brilliant, isn't it? The terrorists just joined us.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, Jack.
There's Ray. And Jay's there, Mighty Bart,
Right.
and Pumpui.
Yeah.
Pumpui's there. And Shano.
He's just
Yeah.
fucking
Big
out.
Ray. Go the fucking Swans. He's kidding, isn't he? Yeah, he was back to South Melbourne, mate. Yeah.
G'day, Jack.
Hey.
Who's that
He's
fucking
growing up,
out?
Joe. He's growing up.
Hey,
fellas.
Boot him.
Who's Ashtray?
I got no idea. I think it's a beach up, I think.
Okay, Bruce is off. Come in, sir, darling.
Right.
Okay. Good boy, Jake. Who's Ashtray?
I have no idea.
His audio.
He
His audio.
used to be an identity sucker as Ashtray, but I haven't seen him for a while.
A couple of ciggies, mate.
Who's-
Thomas, you'll have to sort out your audio, Thomas.
Thomas, you know him, do you?
A little bit of data in the background.
Yeah, not quite, Mr. Balding. We have our nightly arm wrestles, but he's not quite up to it yet. Yeah, but soon he will be. Soon he will be. As he should. But at what stage does a young man stand up to his father? And they have a chest off. Because we've all done it, haven't we? We've all done life. We'll see what happens with the terrorists. Oh God, how long we been on here? You know, not a bad stream. What we got so far?
Now, an hour 40.
Is that all? Is that all?
Yeah, an hour and 40. But you started at lunchtime, didn't you?
Yeah, before that. Before that. Before that. What's the time? I'll go through
8
until
to
8
5.
o'clock. I'll call that a day. I think I've done my whack. You know? Oh, God, I've had a big day. I had a big feed. You know, some nice alcohol. You know, I've had lovely company. You know, I've got me, my family with me. You know, what more do I want? You know, what more do I want in life? You know, Mr. Baldwin, Jack will beat his old man in the arm wrestle soon. Yes, Mr. Baldwin, you are right. He will be, and so he should be. You know, if he didn't, I'd be, a little bit upset. You know, but so he should be. He should be pushing my hand into the, into the floor, shouldn't he? You know, he's a good little boy. You know, I love him so much. You know, maybe I'm too possessive, and but God, if I can't be possessive over my own kid, what can I do? Yeah.
Big news, Jono. Melbourne's in front.
Sorry?
Melbourne's in front.
Oh God, what's the score?
1-0.
What 1 point of goal?
1 point behind.
Yeah, you don't go and jump and do any conclusions, mate. But look, we'll see. We'll see. I might go and watch the footy soon. I just, I've been disappointed too many times over so many years, with Melbourne, mate. We'll see. We'll see. I think we'll put this away for the fucking night. The Balvenie. God. We might wait for Pete to come over before we give that a bit of a nudge. $140, $150 bottle of fucking whiskey. That's not bad. Put that back in this, file 13.
You said it was an American drop.
Oh yeah, I think it's an American drop. But
probably $200 now with all the inflation over there.
Yeah.
No doubt it's happening down under as well, but it seems pretty bad in America.
Yeah,
we're pulling about what 24.8 out of Thailand at the moment, Joe.
Last I saw was over 25. And that was yesterday.
Is that in cash? Is that for dollars or on the books?
No, that's on the books.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't be that much different.
Well, it's, look, on $1,000, we're only talking 200 baht. Like I say we're talking about 24.8 as opposed to 25. You're only talking about a couple hundred baht, on $1,000.
Yeah.
So like if you're pushing in 10 grand, you're talking about 2,000 baht. Well, in real terms, we're only talking about $80. Well, $80 on 10,000, 10,000 is not that much, is it?
Yeah, but $80 in Thailand goes a long way.
Yeah, but $80 on 10 grand, is like you wouldn't lose sleep over it, would you?
Nah.
No.
G'day, Big W. Big W is in Hua Hin. G'day, mate. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Steve Morris.
He's been around for yonks.
G'day, Steve.
Mr. Morris. G'day, mate. How are you? What, are the Yanks woken up, have they? The Yanks must be out of bed. What's the time now?
Big W's in Big W's in Hua Hin. Isn't Steve in Southeast Asia?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, the best part of this is you've got blokes who have been in YouTube and for many years. Like Big W and Mr. Morris, and they've been around a long time, and they poke their head into this. Like it's like it makes you feel humble. In my opinion, where blokes are willing to give up their time and have a bit of a listen. Like and you've been around. We're not talking about 6 weeks or 6 months, or 6 fucking years. They've been around for fucking yonks. And they're old mate. Here's another one. I might be tied ass 10,000 baht. Yeah, I would wait for a better exchange rate. 10,000 baht. I was saying to me mate Pete today,
$10,000.
Well, he's talking about 10,000 baht. I was speaking to Pete today. I said, well, that's my budget in Thailand. 10,000 baht a day. When I go over to Thailand, that's my budget. Well, that's reasonable, isn't it? 10,000 baht a day.
Oh, 3 to 4 is a massive holiday for me. 3 to 4,000 baht. That's on a 2 to 3 week holiday. You struggle to spend it all unless you're going with the chicks and the beer every night.
Yeah, but look, I'm taking my wife over my little boy. That should should cover breakfast, lunch, and dinner, shouldn't it? 10,000 baht.
Just made an example.
You don't have to worry if you go over a budget of 10,000 baht a day. Hey?
Get rid of this fucking clown keep popping on all the time. No idea reason. I'll block him in a minute.
Thomas Gurns.
Fucking ashtray. It's a fucking troll as far as I'm concerned. I don't care who it is. Next one's a block.
Very true, Mr. Morris. Very true, Mr. Morris. The longer lives, the less we know. Very true. We should shut me fucking mouth now and close down after that statement.
Huh? What's that?
It's very true, isn't it, Ray? The longer live, the less we know.
No. There's somebody's trying to get on our stream. We can't fucking find out who it is. It keeps popping up all the time. I just fucking kicked them from the stream. Come back again. The next one's going to be a block.
Oh, yeah, right,
Yep, it is. I'm blocking him.
Oh, the ashtray. Oh, yeah, right, how are we going to play that? Ashtray. Now, to me, no, he's disappeared again.
Yeah, that's me. Don't bother. He's he's gone.
Agreed, Ray.
Yeah, I'll just keep kicking him. Keeps coming, I'll keep kicking. Otherwise, we've all got to be logged in to fucking beat him.
Yeah. Did you see what happened this week? We were on Unbarred. That channel which is in Rival the Beach. They had, some rebel or something, some rebel streamer. They had all these, this porno on it. And there's a big black bloke with a big, black slug, about a foot and a half long, fucking this white Sheila, live on YouTube. I thought, that's grouse.
Yeah, old mate. The Thais, I think, are happier. They're still not happy because it's a case of, the old PM is still in the background and still pulling the strings. But it's, I guess, a step in the right direction for most. Jono, 7-1.
Oh, God. What, Melbourne?
Sydney.
Oh, yeah, thanks very much. Thanks very much, Joe. Ouch. Yeah, see, good on you. Go, Melbourne. God, fuck me. I'm going to go and tune into Channel 7 soon. Who do you barrack for, Pompui?
I If it's AFL, it'd be Swans, and rugby league, St George.
Oh, he's a good man. He's a good bloke. Yeah. Good man. He's a good man, Pompey. Gotta respect you. I respect you, Jade. I really do. Like here's a man, a young man, and he's fighting, blood cancer, living in a 4-squared room by himself, and he's battling, but he's doing his best, and he's got a hat on his head, and he's up here and he's interacting with us and saying g'day, and like, God bless you. If I could say some sort of religious prayer for you, I would, but I'm not a religious man. But Joe loves you, and I love you, and Big Ray loves you, and and he's here sharing his time with us, while he's most probably in the biggest battle of his life at the moment, and he wishes to share his time with us. Thank you, Pompey. Thank you very much, mate. And keep sucking that thing, keep putting that thing into your fucking head, mate. Keep pushing that down your fucking lungs. God fuck me. Do you like that shit, do you, those fucking vapes?
In the start, I wasn't fond of it at all. It was the saving that kept me going with it. And by this point, it's now really no different to a cigarette for me. But yeah, it was just the saving from switching from, smoking a pack and a half a day to, $150 plus per fucking week.
Yeah.
Now I pay about, $45 for a month and a half on this. So,
oh, well,
yeah, I'm saving masses on it.
Yeah, well, I smoked cigarettes for 48 years, and I gave up on New Year's Eve last year, and I certainly noticed the difference. And sort of financially, there's a big difference. That's unimportant as far as I'm concerned. But I can actually breathe. I could inhale air. And keep inhaling air and. And sucking in, but I promised my little boy I wouldn't smoke, and so that was enough for me. That was a pretty good promise to make, and he was right. He was right. Putting that on his dad, and but Pete was saying to me today. Pedro was saying to me, if you go over to Thailand, you're gonna have a few joints, Jono. And I thought, oh. There's no fun in it if it's legal. Like if it's illegal, maybe yes, but if you can go out on the street and get it anywhere you want, I said, I'm not really interested now, and I don't want to break my word to my little boy, and I don't think my missus would approve. So I'd rather not. God, I don't. Hello, who's this? Archie? Nah. Someone wants to know if I want to put in solo eating or something. Fuck that. Go fuck off. That's it. 5. Fuck off. That's it. They're gone. No solo eating here. What's that? Thanks, Richie. Sorry to hear about the young. What's P&E?
Fucking typo. We won, I meant to say, the young one.
All right.
Just in response to Rich there wishing me well and saying he's got a kid in the family going through the same shit.
Oh, mate, I think we are blessed in our world at the moment where I suppose you are lucky, Pompey, that in our society, you've got a facility to avail yourself to,
Fuck.
you
How do we boot this fucking clan keep coming back on here?
keep doing what you're doing,
Just
mate.
ignore him. Just ignore him.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit at me.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I can get off here soon anyway.
I think we're lucky, Pompui, that we're lucky to be in Australia, where we've got some, not only the greatest medical facilities in the world, but a system which avails ourselves to it for free, and we can thank Gough Whitlam for that, mate.
Oh yeah, I'd be absolutely fucked without healthcare. When I was getting the first chemo session, the nurse mentioned how much the fucking shit they pump into me costs. For the small dose, the one that they give me, the regular dose, they said something around 30 or 45,000, and for the big dose, fucking 72 grand.
What the fuck?
And that's per fucking session.
Maybe we all got to be logged in to beat that clan, haven't we?
70 grand.
Yeah, for the big doses they dole out, 72 grand they reckon it costs.
How do they work that out?
No idea, mate. No idea.
Pompui, I was a young man. I was 18, and I just got my call-up cards to go to Vietnam, and it was 1973, 1974, and I was off to Vietnam, and we had an election in that year, and the Labor government got into power. And I remember where I was that night, and it was 13 minutes past 11 at night, and Gough Whitlam, got on the radio. Was on the radio, at the time, not the TV, on the radio. And Gough Whitlam said, "Oh, I'm going to claim, victory on behalf of the Australian Labor Party, and he said, my first decree is, as Prime Minister of Australia, said, we will be bringing back our troops from Vietnam on Monday morning." That was on the Saturday night. I thought, God, fuck me, I was off to the two-way rifle range, in Vietnam, and Gough said, no, we're bringing our boys back home, and I had the choice between, going to the two-way rifle range in Vietnam, or being admitted to law at Melbourne University, for free, and I was lucky enough to be, admitted to law at university. How lucky was I? Because two things Gough did: made education free and health free, and he brought our troops back, back from Vietnam. But I'm a true believer, mate. I'm a Gough Whitlam boy through and through. That's my era and that's my time. But those are many years ago now. Times have changed. Titanium Melbourne, 13-13. Go G's.
This fucking clan we got in there now looks like another fucking Joe Biden. Fuck, mate.
God.
The fucking idiot.
I tell you what, if Trump runs, he is going to shit it in, isn't he?
Oh, this
Trump
clan
runs,
we got
he's
here
gonna
recently, fucking
shit
worried,
in.
I've been watching the fucking news with this clan, this Anthony fucking, what's it, fucking Cortez or whatever you want to call him. His woke ass fucking prick. Oh, God, give me a break. Once they start importing all these bloody workers there now, what the fuck, Jesus. I don't know. I have to look right into it, actually. I just don't, but anyway, another woke ass.
Yes, Mr. Coils, I certainly did dodge a bullet there in more ways than one. 18. We're off to the two-way rifle range in Vietnam. That would have been grouse.
Yeah.
No wonder my old man booked a ticket. Said, fuck, and we're out of here. He was going to take me over and dump me in fucking Italy. Leave me in fucking Italy until the fucking war was over. So we don't have to go overseas. They're big fucky, you know. Me always said big fuck they are. You know, he said we're not going to, waste the fucking ticket. You know, he took me all around the world. He did, me old man. 7-week trip, all around the world at the age of 17. A week in Thailand, on the way back, back to Melbourne. He went on the Euro rail through Europe, through Great Britain. Spent a week in Glenfiddich, up and down the fucking, the pubs in fucking Glenfiddich, pouring his fucking scotch into my head. Great Britain, America, on the Euro rail, South Africa. Gee, I was lucky. Yeah, he's a good man, my old bloke, old man. DeSantis would be better, in my opinion. Oh, well, they say that, Biden's not going to run again, but, he's too old. How old is he? He's in his mid-70s. Christ, I tell you what, if I get to fucking 75, I'll be wrapped. If I get, if I live that fucking long, I'll be fucking wrapped.
I think he's fucking about 80, isn't he? No, he's not old, not as old as that other fucking Biden. Fucking Biden, he's unbelievable.
Here's a good
I'm not
question.
Biden, the people that are telling him what to say are unbelievable.
Mr. Balding said,
He's waiting a long time for that. I might jump off, guys. I'll chat to you soon.
Yeah, probably.
Thanks, Shane. Good to see you, mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, mate. Mr. Balding asked me, John, would you be supportive if your lad wanted to join the military? Yes, I would be, because it would being in the military would make a better person of him. It would make it would be good of him. I wouldn't like him to go to war and have bullets fired at him, but it's a different world nowadays. But if Jack joined the military, would make him stronger and it'd make him. I see nothing wrong with that. I see nothing wrong with that. In today's world, being a soldier, or especially in our army, the Australian Army, there is a lot of opportunity and a lot of facility to learn to be a good man and a good human being. Joining the military, I wouldn't object to that. I wouldn't object to it. And in fact, I may even suggested to him, to look to going to Duntroon. He would make a very good, military officer, my son. He really would. He's good. 13. Fuck you, Joe. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't speak like that. Melbourne, 13, 14. Sydney's in front. Let's be a gentleman in sport. I reckon Sydney's going to win tonight. I've got no hope for Melbourne, really, to be honest. Roosters 16-0 Rabbitohs. Thank you, Mr. Balding, for asking that question. It's something which I haven't considered before, but that might be a good thing for Jack. We've lost Joe. Ray's still there. Pompey's still there. He's staunch. Excuse me.
I'm watching this score keep rolling in. I'm thinking maybe I should have put that bloody bet on.
What were the odds?
I didn't even look. I was trying to browse earlier, but I couldn't find the exact margins and shit.
Excuse me, I'm going for a leak. Bear with me.
Ugh. Fucking ears are ringing. I don't know what it is before trying to get on here, but anyway, it's all good. Yes, it was happening much.
Nah, fuck all, mate. Just chilling.
Watching a bit of this footy. I never really said I watched AFL. It's fucking a lot different to bloody league, isn't it?
Yeah, I got into it. Oh, probably about 15 years back or something.
Yeah.
And I watched it heavily for a few fucking seasons, and then went off of it.
Yeah, my mum, she was born in Sydney. She used to watch it, but you could have a go. She preferred league. She used to call this cross country ballet just to wind up the people that fucking love watching it.
But no, in the start, when I started watching it, I was just absolutely fucking dumbfounded as to how everything worked. But once I started to sort of figure it out, when you start to realize what all the fucking pull-ups and calls are for,
yeah,
I started to enjoy it.
A lot more active than fucking row. Not so much more active, but it's a lot different. A lot of, they got to think quick.
Yeah.
We're just watching it at the moment. Oh, we'll be out here too long. A fucking pretty big day tomorrow. Fucking didn't do much today. I was just knackered. But anyway. And John Upawati wouldn't be too good in this game, would he?
Oh, you never know. He could be even better, mate. He'd be catching him in the air.
Oh yeah, he'd make him jump a bit higher, wouldn't he?
He'd be catching him, mate. He'd be catching him. He'd be catching him, having the ref come in, having to wrestle him down to get him back to fucking ground level.
It was on that boat cruise that time with that bloody block of roads. They were doing a thing down in the fucking stadium, down in the fucking theatre. They're talking about their recollections and stuff of football, and he'd reckon after a game they'd say to fucking Opawati, how many tackles did you get today, Hop? And he picks his hand up and starts smelling fingies, and he go 1, 2, 3. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, it was quite fucking funny. That was a bloody experience. Those bloody State Origin boat cruises, they were awesome. Good fun.
You and your fucking cruises, right?
Oh, I love them. I'm going to get another one. My ex-brother-in-law, his sister just got up on North Queensland. They got the big boats coming up here now. I want to get on one of them suckers. But no, it's just a bit of a captive audience there with this COVID shit at the moment. Not that I'm worried about it, sort of thing, but I'll give it a bit more time, I think, before I go on one.
I just couldn't do a cruise, mate. Like, I haven't got the patience to be, even though they're fucking huge, to be stuck in the one fucking spot for such a lengthy fucking period of time.
Oh, yeah, usually got about 14 decks, and they're fucking they're pretty big, We were on the Sea Princess for a week, and we still didn't find everything. It's pretty good to explore them all, But anyway, I like them.
I'd be on one for fucking 30 minutes before some cunt pissed me off and I wanted it off, mate.
Yeah. No, it's all about money. They like to make fucking money, that's for sure, But I don't know, I'll go on another one, hopefully. I'm trying to get Jenny to go on one at the moment. She won't go. She don't want to catch this fucking coof, whatever you call it, But, sit back and wait.
What, not that fucking monkeypox shit?
Oh, that fucking, yeah. That'll be the next thing they'll be pushing, be making everyone get jabbed for that, although it's a fucking gay disease,
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get the full panic because they fucking reckon that we've got fucking cases of it showed up in New South Wales last week or some shit.
Oh, yeah. Locked down a few million people over fucking 5 cases. That sounds like something that they'd want to do. That quarter time. But anyway. Yeah, bang over tomorrow, Jono.
Sorry, Ray?
Be a bit seedy tomorrow, you reckon?
No. I haven't had that much, mate.
Yeah, right.
And once again, old mate's on the money, He said, I thought Jack might become a monk for a stint. Don't be, I go to Thailand in the near future, I think his mum might, want to shave his head and push him into the monkhood for a while. I wouldn't be surprised, but like it's very important for a Thai woman, if she's got a son that her son should join the monkhood, even if it's for a short while, that way, according to the Thais, the Thais can go to heaven, and my wife never, into her 50s. She had Jack when she was 46. She thought, she'll never be able to, go to heaven. In her thoughts, because she never had a son. But when she had a little boy, you could virtually see her change. As a person. But oh, gee, she dotes on him. She, she feeds him and takes care of him, and I think it's the best thing that's ever happened to her. Having Bruce, having the terrorist, but we're blessed with him. God's blessed, blessed both my wife and myself with that little boy. I should shut up. Everybody reckons that kid, their own kids are fantastic, but I suppose the word's proud, I'm just so proud of that little bloke. I've just got him, fired him up now on the way to the toilet. Said, come on, switch the TV. I'm going to go and watch something now. So I think we're going to go in and eat some chocolate brownies and some whipped cream, soon. How does that turn you on, Pumpy? That'd do you, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Fucking not too bad at all, the old brownies.
You're not bad on the tooth, mate. You like your tucker, don't you?
Oh, yeah, mate. I love to cook.
Anyway, gentlemen, I think I might call it a day and go and spend a bit of time with my little boy. But, before I go, I've been thinking of you, Pompey, and I wish you all the best, mate. I wish you all the best. And, to me, you've got my, utmost respect. And if I may speak on behalf of, Ray and myself, we wish you all the best, mate. And I think you've got this licked. I think you've got this licked. And you're on the vinegar at the moment. It's just a matter of time until you come good, and you're off playing the world again.
Yeah, that's it. On to the men now.
You're on the mend?
Yeah, well, that's just me remaining positive. I'm just going to, at this point, assume that the scan in, 5 weeks' time now, that's going to come back, give me the all clear, and then it'll be remission stage, and I won't have to go and see the fucking doctor over at the hospital so often, which will be fucking great.
Yeah. Good. Okay. What are you rolling up there? A number?
No, mate. Just I keep a bit of tobacco on hand for mix, and I was craving a fucking ciggy, so I thought, fuck it, I'll roll one up.
Go for it. Anyway, gentlemen, I thank you for your time tonight, and I'm off now. I'm going to spend a little time with my boy, but God bless you, Pompey. And I wish you a rapid, healthy, happy recovery, mate. I'll catch you soon, Ray. Fuck the Swans, as far as I'm concerned. But
fuck Melbourne.
Good on you, Joe. I love you, Joe.
They're ahead at the moment, 25-15, first break.
They fucking eat your legs off. Go D's. I'm going to go with my little boy, and I think I'm going to watch the footy tonight. I'll go and watch the little boy. But thank you, gentlemen. I think I've done my whack. But have a nice night, and Pompey Jade. You've got my utmost respect, son. You know, and God bless you, mate. You know, and I'll say a prayer for you tonight. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. You know, thank you so much for joining us on this channel. You know, and your presence is always welcome. You know, so good night to you guys, and you know, and take care.
Thanks very much for all the kind words, John.
You're
Later,
good
Johnny.
man, Joe. Take care. Good night, Joe. I'll speak to you soon, Ray. Take care, fellas. See ya.
See you, mate.
You there, Ray? I was just going to ask Ray if he wants to continue on with the stream. I'm focused on the footy at the moment, so I'm not much use. Ashtray's in the background trying to get on. Hey, you need to sort out your audio.
Oh, that's better. Huh?
Ashtray's trying to get back on again.
Yeah. Fuck. I think he's a troll.
Did you, Ray? Did you want to continue the stream because I'm focused
Nah,
more
really.
on the footy?
Yeah, not really. This fucking tablet's nearly fucking flat anyway. I'm on the tab.
We might call it there, and
Yeah, no worries.
I actually I've got a little video there. Where is it? There we go. Only goes for 4 minutes. Bangkok in the 1980s.
Yeah, right.
Maybe we'll go out with that. And thanks everybody
Okay.
for popping on. Thanks for coming on, Pampui. No doubt we'll catch up, you know, throughout the week. And thanks everybody in the chat. Been a pleasure. And we've been going for 2 hours, 16 minutes.
I'll give you a buzz later. I just want to ask you something about my computer. I think I got a bloody. We got the power cut off last night, and bloody, they just bloody the whole area. And got up this morning. I don't seem to be getting any emails, but anyway, I just wanted to ask about that. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. I'll put this this Bangkok in the 1980s video on, and we'll pull the plug. Thanks, everyone.
Not all.
Good night, guys.